Good morning, YouTube. I'm here, logged in, working, and just pretty much trying to stay ahead of the curve. We know that the new year is approaching rapidly, and one of the things that I want to do moving forward is make it clear. I'm a supporter of small black businesses. And what my sister brought up yesterday was when you support black businesses, they don't put their money back into small black businesses um and we know I don't mean black, let's say indigenous, just to be politically correct. But we're not investing our dollars back into us. I support any and every business that I come across that are owned by melanated people, and I don't get that support back. So I want to challenge you today to start supporting your own. There's no movement without actually taking action. And I don't know why anyone has to say this over and over again, but I'll take it. I'll say it over and over again. We have to invest in us. I was talking to the Remnant yesterday and Brother Uno, and what she was saying that her new year that is approaching, she is going to barter her services. So that's a good step. We have to invest in us, otherwise it's not gonna work. And from this moment forward, I will not be supporting anyone who is not supporting us, because we see you. You want to make the money, but you don't want to put the money back into your own people. That's a problem. That's what happens when you have a business and you turn into a corporation. Um, we're not corporations. You don't have enough money, period, to be a corporation. So that thought process is just out of there. My apologies. I'm drinking my coffee. I want to say good morning to y'all. It is 10:32 a.m. my time. Let's go over to the Instagram, to the gram. This was on my timeline, and it speaks volumes. I was like, yes, not a fan of small minds and bad vibes. I can't. I have so much on my plate. I just can't. Any negativity that's in my life, at this point, it's not gonna make it, and I'm not gonna wait till the new year. Like, it's just not gonna make it. I don't have time for that. I have my own life, my own things going on. I just want all positive vibes around me. No pettiness, no insecurity. People, they'll push their insecurities on you. I don't need that. I'm not an insecure person, and I just don't want it around me. And this is the second thing my cousin posted this: judge me when you're perfect. And it's a good post. This is something I posted this morning. So funny. Like, I saw it and I was like, yeah. Like, we all know that the creator, he sits high and he looks low. Once you get there, there's no fear of anything. Your actions will be judged no matter who you ban. And that's a point of fact. Like, let me like that. Let me like my own post. Just want to share my timeline, my Insta timeline with you all. I need to go through and clean my social media. I got on Twitter and I started posting, and before you know it, you have all the stuff you're following, and the people, like, let's say people, and just stuff on your timeline that you're no longer into. So I have to do that. And a lot of people on here like to post their every move. I do post frequently to my business page because it's a business. That's how you get your followers up. But just sitting around on social media all day is just not something I do. Maybe I do, because most of the day I have my earphones in and I am listening to YouTube. I guess that's social media too. But I get on here in the morning, and this is what I was looking for. The men of the Medical College of Georgia, they look amazing and proud in white coats. And of course, we know this is not Black Power, but what bothers me about quote unquote Black History Month is we are currently still making history. And when you say history, it's like past tense. I know it's not past tense, this is present. We are still inventing and leading the way in so many areas. You would not believe. I'm not a fan of men putting on women's wigs and acting as if they're women to be funny. That'll be coming up on this on my feed in a minute. I'm just gonna stop where I am because I don't even want to advertise that. As if I'm supporting. Some people just go too far in being funny. It's not on here because I haven't refreshed the page. Thank goodness. But it's the little things that we definitely have to be cautious of what we are promoting, what we're putting out there. This is what it says, the men of the Medical College of Georgia. I hope everybody's well out there. Peace and power to everyone. I've just been doing the same thing. Hold on, gotta call. Yeah, I'm back. Like I said, I'm working. My internet was down. Not my internet, my phone was down for about a week. So I had to hold on. Yeah, I might have to keep pausing. I don't know. What I was saying was my percentage had went down because I missed a lot of work. It's easy to get back up by just logging in, but I forgot what I was talking about maybe before I got on Instagram. But I wanted to be posting this month, not Black History. That's important, but we're still making history. So I'm gonna be reposting stuff like this. I want y'all to know. I feel like when they say Black History, it's a trick. As if we're still not making strides in our communities throughout the world. So I said for myself, I won't be focusing on a lot of stuff. All the people that they taught us about, we don't even know what bloodline these people are from, and they promote them as African American, which is far from the truth. Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm posting. I just want people to know, like, don't get into all this history. We're still making strides. We've taken what they given to us, and we still are making strides. Like, they follow us in our culture and in our ways, and they never will give you credit for that. Um, Excuse me. Okay, now back to the strolling. Yeah, I talked to Brother Uno and Sister the Remnant, and we had a good conversation. Like I said, I don't see nothing else down here. I'm gonna cut this short. Y'all go over to Instagram and follow me. On my page, I focus on this truth. That's what's most important to me. And I just reposted that picture. I said I don't understand why people. And we're just gonna look at a couple of my posts just in case y'all didn't know or y'all don't have Instagram. I never force social media on people because I don't have a Facebook. Reasoning, they want access to all of your information. I'm just not with all that. I don't do anything illegal, but I do still want my privacy, you know. So this is what I've been posting the last couple of days. This was a good one. When they say, "Oh, Native American owned slaves too," looks like, and I had put up there $5 will buy you into any tribe at the end. Remember that. Like I said, my social media is for truth. I'm not up there putting my personal business, my feelings and all that, because it's just not what I want to use my platform for. I don't knock anybody who does, but that's just not what I'm doing. This was a good one somebody posted yesterday. And we hear it all the time, like, get over it. This was a resident letter mailed in Texas, and it says, residents, our new president, Donald J. Trump, is God's gift to white nation. We want to get our country back on the right track. We need to get rid of Muslims, Indians, blacks, and Jews. We can start with the great state of Texas, and President Trump will take care of the country. These foreigners are taking our high-paying jobs and leaving us stranded, so please do not sell or rent your homes to them. We are everywhere and watching every move. We have our members in the law enforcement and government, so don't bother going to them. And my problem with this is you have taken someone else's country and made it a toilet. And you keep flushing the shit, excuse my language, thinking that it doesn't end up somewhere. Now we're like knee deep in shit, and all of a sudden y'all want to make y'all country great again. This country was great before you arrived. This country would be great if we can ethnic cleanse y'all asses. And excuse my language, but this is how I feel. Like, you're the only people sitting around not doing anything and then complaining about the state of the country. When you come in and you take a country and you murder people and kill people, you're going into other countries. This is your nature. And then you do all of that and you're complaining about people. While you were stealing, killing, and destroying stuff, we were still educating ourselves and pulling ourselves up by the bootstrap. You were lying about our history. You have lied about every piece of history that was there. You come into a country and you change things. You're trying to tell us we from Africa. We know the truth. The gig is up. You're in our country, and now all of a sudden you don't want people to. We should ethnically cleanse you. If we were in charge of our own governments and carrying ons, we would let's ban you. You know, all across the world, you're the only people still killing, murdering, and stealing and destroying, and yet you complain about making America great. America was great before you arrived. Go back to Europe. Let's start there. When you leave, being that you were the person that came and had the most impact on this country, when you leave, then we can get everything else in order. And they're taking your high-paying jobs. Y'all are all the people. I mean, look at the college graduate rates. We're still going to college, and I know it's a hoax. We're still graduating in, high accolades. Top of the class. And you're sitting around and you become lazy. And you put out there that everybody else is the bottom feeders. You are the bottom feeders. You're eating off everybody else's dime. You put out there that we're the only people getting welfare and food stamps. Y'all are the highest recipients of welfare and food stamps. You are the reason this country has become a toilet. And until you get that and try to at least make amends with what you have done, you've destroyed lives. We have our ancestors that have died thinking they're from Africa because you took the history and gave it back to us and you changed it. It's disturbing. And you and your own people have written books, and we're reading those books now, and we know the truth. And then you had the audacity to send out a letter. We know y'all are corrupt on every level, government and law enforcement. We know that. We see it every day on the news. Farrakhan had a good quote that I love. He said, once you start ignoring them, they'll fail to exist. I truly believe that. This is the only time I'm going to stand on my soapbox and give you a shout out. It's like I wish I would leave, honestly. If I had the power and I knew the words to speak in my own native language that would wipe you all out, I would. We don't need the weapons and all that. And I know, Brother Uno, I'm going to get me a gun. But it's just, if I knew the words in my own native tongue, that'll get y'all up out of here, all that stuff y'all call black magic. That was our culture. We knew how to protect ourselves spiritually. And we needed that protection. We let you take that and make it a bad thing. And look at the state we're in. We're all standing in the shit you created. This is, if you look at America being the latest and the greatest description, and I know I might be saying the title wrong. Y'all know the book. All my YouTube followers, y'all go to Ed's page. Y'all read that book. It tells you how clean America or Amara, whatever it used to be called. It tells you how clean our lands were. How the food was plentiful. The streets looked like they had been swept every day by street sweepers. Not these trucks that are polluting, but people, actual people. That's how clean it was. And then you all came. And we read books on how your country was. Y'all were walking on stilts because y'all had been throwing shit in the streets. It was just nasty. Nasty, nasty. And it's a mindset. It has to be. It's deeper than just your flesh. It has to be a mindset because y'all still nasty to this day. I had one client that I accepted that was of another persuasion. And this person came into my space. And I don't allow shoes. Not because I'm Muslim, because it's nasty. You don't have shoes and you walk around in your house and people are spitting and peeing and shitting all over the sidewalk and you walk around in your house with these same shoes. People, use your brains. It's not a religious thing. It's common sense. That's nasty. And I have a toddler. I don't want your nasty shoes in my house. And she came in and refused to take her shoes off. Number one, I had to say it 5 times because your manners are lacking. And then when you take off your shoes, your feet were dirty. That is just gross. I never did her hair again, her or her grandchildren. That's just nasty. And y'all are who y'all are. I like this post too. I find so many good posts. It's just awesome. Yeah. Y'all, you really need to get together. You're the only people sitting around blaming other people. Everybody is making strides except for you. What have you created in the last 100 years? What kind of good example have you set in the last 100 years? None. Not one. You're too busy worried about the aliens. You worried about the global warming. You worry about everything but what's right, which is the creator. And he does not sleep. He, she, we know it's a feminine, masculine energy. And ever present. You think that you ban some people that that karma isn't gonna come full circle? Lies you tell, it's coming back. And like I be telling Mia and Steph, shout out to Mama Mia, Fallon, the Remit, shout out to all my sisters, shout out to all my brothers, Brother Uno, Brother Lex, Brother Ed, you know, I've been hooked on Brother Ed. He does those short videos so I can watch them all day. Shout out to all y'all that's continuing to bring this truth. Um, it's just like you think you can ban a people and clean up the country. The people in the country is the problem. I don't understand why y'all don't get that. Y'all the only people going into other people's lands and claiming it for yourself for some oil. You starving people for some oil. You murdering innocent people for some oil. I mean, your spirits are polluted on every level. And like I said, the health ranger, I listen to his page about herbs when he's going on and on about this and that and the state of America and make America great again. Like, dude, have a seat. You that educated and you don't know that you're the problem. And see, this is what I post. I don't have no time for drama. Let's post some of this truth. This Donald Trump daddy. Did y'all know this about his daddy? Yeah. Let's go. Let's find out about his mama. Did y'all know this about his mama? She was an illegal immigrant. Okay. But you banning people. And how do you ban people? Hold on, let's go back. Y'all know I get into it, honey. We're going to make this worth it. I'm seeing her working, the phone ain't ringing. Let's do it. How do you ban people from a land you stole? Ooh. Yeah. And y'all, this for Brother Uno. Look, these are man-made. I follow this dude. He do a lot of truth. But you have to screenshot his information to share. He's blocked you from sharing. It's crazy. He also let you know the fake news outlets. If you listening to any of these people, I have to say this over and over again. People think that you just listen to these people because you've been listening to them since you was little, and they telling the truth. Wake up! These people have been lying to you since you were little. They lied to your mama. They lied to your grandmama. Please. Well, it was just something cute. Oh, but yeah. And shout out to the University of Bean. I don't know if you watch my YouTube channel because, you know, Instagram is not real names or people. But shout out, man. You really made my day this day. I ain't lying. You made my day. You my first sale on eBay. And I sell a lot to my family and friends, but you somebody who I've never seen. I don't know you, and you took out time to support my business. Peace and power to you and your family. I promise you made my day that day. Get off Instagram, y'all. I'm going live, guys. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. It's easy to be on there for hours. We're 23 minutes in, and that was just the gram. Let's go over to Twitter though. Oh, okay. So they have been posting. Thank you. For some reason, my YouTube wasn't posting my videos to Twitter, but now they're back up and functioning, so people can see what I'm watching. Why is this from the 26th? Oh, I have to share it. I'm sorry. Y'all, I know I've been doing a crappy job of reposting y'all videos to my Twitter and also just sharing in general. But I'm gonna start back up. It's just like I have so much on my plate. I'm just trying to better my household. So at the beginning of the year, and we're just gonna do a vlog today. We ain't even gonna get into the reading right now. It is February 2nd, 10:59 a.m. Sorry. Gotta open my seaweed. What I've been doing is sharing not sharing, but my homegirl, she's been helping me, giving me tips how to clean up my credit. And she knows her stuff. So what I do every year around this time is order my free credit report. And I dispute everything that's on it. And all the stuff that was removed that way was awesome. And then the stuff that stays on there, what I do is find why it's on there, how I can get them to dispute it, and I get it off there. When you look on your credit report and there's names, and it's your name, but it's like one of them has your middle initial, the other one doesn't. All that, it makes you look unstable in their eyes. I'm eating seaweed, y'all. I'm sorry, but you have to correct all that. A bunch of addresses on your credit report, you have to get that off there. A bunch of phone numbers. One moment. Okay. If you have a bunch of phone numbers on your credit report, it makes it look unstable. If you have a bunch of addresses, if you have a bunch of names, that's you, but it's like 50 million different ways of spelling, any incorrect spelling, any incorrect address, you should get this stuff off your credit report. When I first moved to Texas, my credit was like a 540 something, and now I'm almost at 700. And you can act like you don't know that the credit matters. I know we're trying to get out the system, but while we're in the system, that does matter. These little tips that are given to me, I pass on to you. She actually charges for the services. Well, she'll do it for you. But the more you know, you can do it for yourself. And it's best to contact these people through writing. Not calling, writing. Black and white, because then you're creating a paper trail. And if they have no proof that these are your accounts, and they'll say, well, we bought this account from you. If you write it to them and you ask them for proof of a contract between you and them, 9 times out of 10, the person who bought the account from the company that you had, they don't have the contract. So they have to remove that off your credit. We don't know that. Well, we weren't taught about credit and stuff. Okay, y'all. I'm back. What was I telling y'all? Oh. 9 times out of 10, when you're the creditor, whoever you have this account with, when they sell the account to someone else, they don't have the original contract. If they cannot provide you with that original contract, they have to take it off your credit. So that's one thing you now know about your credit that you might have or might not have known. And as I said, if we're talking about buying land, unless we got millions and billions laying around, we won't even raise the money for land. And I'm gonna go for it. Let's go over here. This is how much we have raised with Brother Lex. And this is raising it and want to tell when and where we should do. And I mean, it's crazy. We want to raise the money, and then we want to say, well, he's not moving fast enough for us all. And this is not coming for somebody. But this is how we interact with each other when it comes to money. Like the division of thinking that 1 million people, and he said the same people have donated. Like, it's not new people. Welcome to all the new people that have donated recently, but same people, and then all the arguing and bickering. That's not enough for good land. Let's go here. I thought I had another one with drop. I don't know. What's the land purchase by last week? I thought I had. I don't know. My point is, we'll take $4,900 and act like it's $1 million, when in fact we are lacking. We can't even come together to raise money to buy property. That's the problem. I'm gonna eat my seaweed and sip my tea. You feel me? Now, if you have not been over to Brother Ed's page, let's go. Like I said, this will be a whole vlog reminding you to get on your mess. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm smacking, but I like seaweed, and so it's like a real thin chip. There's no reason for me to really be chewing because it melts as soon as it gets wet, but you know. Let's see. Let's go to my history. So this is the Education Center. And Brother Ed has been on fire. I like the list view. I'm sorry. But he's been on fire. I was last looking at Nebuchadnezzar. Gonna go back to the history. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. Back to what I was saying. Brother Lex has dropped a lot of videos as well. And I am behind. I talked to Brother Uno and he said this was good, like jam-packed. So let's do it. Let's just watch it together. Hold on.
It was blocked worldwide. Must be doing something good, right? Okay, so it's blocked worldwide. I'm going to show you the 3 videos I used, all right? Because it's important that you see these videos. The first video that I used is from Vice. Thanks, Vice. Viceland. America's far right. Hate thy neighbor. This is a Christian country, and these people push Christianity and all that brotherly love bullshit. We're all one, and we're completely not one. We're 2 different types of things. One is called man. One is called kind of like man. All right, now if you go through this, you're going to hear these racist people explain that they don't like people that don't look like them. Now here's their phone number, and if you want to give them a call, because they wrote it on the side of their house, obviously because so many people don't agree with them, 203-3515. I think if I call this and they answer, I might try to do a recording. I'd like you to go into this video, and when you get to around here, in 8 minutes, all you got to do is open the video and just watch it, and then come back to this video. Now, right about here, they start talking about, do you think there should be another genocide, right? And you'll be surprised what the toothless woman says. Now, look, if you live in the United States, I believe you're able to watch this video. I believe it is still coming up on screen. This is the video right here, right? America's far right, hate thy neighbor.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm going into a lot of things in the United States. I believe you're able to watch this video. I believe it is still coming up on screen. This is the video right here, right? America's far right, hate thy neighbor. And I go into a lot of things that is said here, okay? Because this has to do with, of course, white supremacy and these people trying to build a nation on top of somebody else's nation. All right, it's a parasite. It's like a what do you call a fucking termite? You have a home and then something starts eating into your home. All right. I also use this video, Donald Trump and Illuminati Crusaders. And this video explains what's going on with the refugees coming out of what we call Africa. And that there's black water, which is now sold. Eric Prince, who's in control of it, or was in control of it, is now working with the refugees, actually working with the illuminated companies dealing with the refugees. It's very important that you see what's going on between 16 and 19. Mr. Prince, Mr. Eric Prince, all right?
My name is Nina, and
Now, this is a very, very crucial video, because in this video, it shows you an animation. This is the Black Child video. So watch his video, and he'll show you this excerpt from all these different animated movies showing you how all these Knights of Malta, Knights of Templar are all there. Now, do you see the M right there? That's another thing that we went over. We went over Abraxas, because the M represents two different.
okay, y'all.
You go to the Zodiac, and when you're looking at the Zodiac, you can see the M that he has looks more like the Scorpio, but it's actually about the unity of the Scorpio in Vertigo to create Abraxas. Now, Abraxas is the devil. That when we talk about the devil, and we use this openly blatant term, devil, right? It doesn't highlight anyone. But when you go to the attributes of Abraxas, you find out it's the devil. All right? Now, he'll have a picture down here where he's wearing horns. Okay, well, in the other video, oh, there's a great one. Okay? Abraxas, the Charmed Legacy, blah, blah, blah. You look around, you'll find a bunch of these different ones, these different pictures, all right, of this horned deity, all right? Now, Abraxas has the same serpent legs. Don't get it wrong. Now, I didn't show you this in the other video. Same serpent legs as Semiramis. Now, I did tell you in the other video that Semiramis is the creation of this, or this is how the pagans talk about it. But this is this is what they worship. The ones that know the know, this is what they worship. All right? Now, when you go through all this, it's going to lead you in a direction of Kratos. Okay? Because when you're dealing with etymology, you're dealing with the rapture, rape and kidnapping. Democracy comes from it. Excuse me. And when you deal with rape and kidnapping, that creates democracy. It's from all these things means popular government, and then demos, the common people, right? You're the common people. Remember in Ephesians, it says the Commonwealth of Israel. They had no knowledge of the covenant. Now they're here and they're all like, oh, we're part of the covenant now. No, the fuck you aren't. Get the fuck out of here and go back to Europe. Now, who is the demon that is control of the common people? It's Kratos, to rule by strength. Always remember this. This is hidden in these words. Now, what else I have on here? The big thing that I had is we went to Herodotus, right? Herodotus quotes. This is what Herodotus said about the white people. Now, you know white people, whoa. Now, you know white people try to say Herodotus is white. Now, watch what Herodotus actually says about white people. He says, when they went to a city, they'd bring out fatted children, right? Belonging to wealthy classes. Not to the poor, the wealthy classes. All right? That still means there's poor people there. They were fed on boiled chestnuts until they are white as can be. Now, this is the chestnuts, not the people. It says the skin was plump and delicate, very neatly and broad as they were long. Okay, that's the chestnuts. Here's the people. It says, with their backs variegated and their breast tattooed, whether there's a man's chest.
Yeah, my apologies to keep stopping, but this is what happens when you don't watch it yourself. I'm just trying to scoop y'all and trying to watch it with y'all. Y'all feel me?
All of them had their shit tattooed. Patterns of all sorts of flowers on all of them. That's right. Men running around with fucking flower tats. Women running around with flowers coming out their breasts, all that stuff. They sought after women in the Hellenistic army. So the army that went through there, all these different types of people were trying to get with these black Greeks and would feign to have laid with them openly in broad daylight, for that was their custom. How many times you see white people trying to do it in public? This is their custom. No shame. The whole community, male, female alike, were fair complexion and white skin. Now, if white skin meant fair complexion, he would not have broken that up. He would have said they were fair complexion and that would have been the end of it. No, he said, and white skin. So white skin does not mean fair complexion. I've always taught this. You can't have somebody white with a bunch of fucking acne and say, oh, they got fair skin. Why? Because they're white? There's nothing fair about that. Look how unfair those big ass bumps are on them. You need bleach. Bleach your fucking skin. What do you think Oxy is? The Oxy pads you rub in. It's bleach. It was agreed. This was the most barbaric and outlandish people that passed through the whole expedition and furthest removed from Hellenistic customs. Their customs were so different from the people that we call Hellenes. Now, in reality, we sit there and call black Greeks the Hellenes. We call them white people because we've been taught lies. In reality, when the Hellenes saw the white people, they made so much fun of them, the white people were completely embarrassed. Oh my God. Oh, let's read about it more. Doing in a crowd precisely what other people would prefer to do in solitude, alone. And when alone, they acted as others would behave in company. Talking to themselves, laughing at their own expense, standing still, then capering about. Whenever they might chance to be, without rhyme or reason, as if their sole business, as if their whole point was sitting on the earth, was to show off for the rest of the world, like a fucking clown. Now, take in mind, now that they've taught you bullshit for like 140 years, now you act like they used to. Well, a lower percentage of us do. But still keep in mind, history says a white man acts like a fucking duck out of water. And then it says that, so the Spartan leader argued that with a view to its production, he ordered the quartermasters to put the prisoners who had then been captured by his forging bands for auction. Stripped naked, they took the clothes off the white people so that the Hellenistic soldiery, so that the black people, as they looked at the white skins which had never been bared to sun or wind, the soft limbs used to toil through constant riding in carriages, came to the conclusion that a war with such adversaries, these black people said, to war with these motherfuckers, we might as well go fight women. These people cannot war, and this is why they use weapons nonstop. You know, weapons of war. This is war. And these guys can't use this. They can't. They can't use this at all. They have to make weapons of war. And one of the things I showed you is if you go to YouTube and you just type in mini rockets, you see all these little white hands with not one scratch on them, never lifted anything. Hand it down. Your inheritance. Never did it. All they do is sit around and think of fucking weapons of war. Look, I'm going to try to make a mini rocket. I'm going to try to make a small thing of destruction. This is what they do. Look at it. Not a callus on any of these little white hands that you see. Not a bump, not a scratch. Never had to even lift their own genitals to use the bathroom. Keep going through these hands. You will not see a pair of black hands do this. The struggle for the black man is so fucking hard. He does not have the time to sit around with matchbooks and sit there and try to make little mini rockets of destruction. This is what white children do all day. So, I encourage you to go through these videos. Thank you, Mr. Gotti. I see that they have marked it. Here's another one. Christian supremacy is why it's... Oh, that's my video. That's the video they tried to take down. Now, they took my video down, or it's blocked to the world. It's blocked worldwide. But I can still pull my video up on screen after the worldwide block. Now, usually, if there's a worldwide block, that cannot be done. So I think it is blocked everywhere else inside of, in the world, except for here in the United States. All right? So, Trump World, Episode 1, Illuminati Liberals versus President Trump. This is a very interesting thing, because you'll see this person, this Gloria person, say that if you make Muslims sign up, if they have to register today, then tomorrow we're all going to register as Muslims. And that honestly, if you watch the movie Captain America, that's the Mutant Registration Act. Mutants have powers and abilities, right? Now, when you go to I believe it's the definition or etymology of God. Etymology of God means power. All right, so if you have a belief, that means you have a power, and they want you to register your power, saying, I blah blah blah, and I register as a blah 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 in quote unquote religion. But it's all a trick, because then they have your name and they can sit there and go down the document, because Christian supremacy is white supremacy. And then they can knock on your fucking door and say, hey, you're registered as a Christian. You're one of us. Or they knock on your door and say, you didn't register as a Christian. And this is Inquisition. Bring your family outside. It's time for your house to be searched. Now, later in this video right here, when she starts talking, she literally tells you she went to India, and I believe she says in 58, and she starts this stuff in between her words, almost like a fucking demon. There's a later interview. Is it on this one? It's on the other video. Now, on this video, Eric Prince gets interviewed. Now, this is videos, Donald Trump, Illuminati Crusaders. Now, see the difference? There's the difference in titles. Trump World and Donald Trump and the Illuminati Crusaders. Two different videos. Now, on this video, Eric Prince is shown. Now, this woman interviewing Eric Prince, she has a moment too. Okay? Now, here's a picture of the refugees that Eric Prince plans to keep from going into Europe. Don't you see all the refugees as black? They keep showing you images of Syrian refugees, which are Canaanites, and yet here's the real refugees, the people that look like you. Whether they be related or not, irrelevant. All these people have been blocked from Europe and eventually will either be put back into Africa or actually returning to the Americas. Yes, I did say returning. Now, crucial point in the interview, I really suggest you watch this video. And it's when she's on screen right here. I cannot play it or it's going to be blocked again. And she goes, so much so, she fucking burps. She goes, Now, why in both videos do you have weird women of power going, I implore you. I ask you to hire yourself to put time in to watch this, especially when you get right here. This is the moment she does it. I cannot play it. I also ask you, please watch this video. 5 minutes in, this woman starts this. I encourage you to watch these videos. These are 2 black child videos. It ain't gonna hurt you. This is a Viceland video. You only gotta watch the first 10 minutes. And these are the videos I used to make the video that was blocked worldwide. And then I'm gonna show you something else. This is very important because I forgot about this word for a while. I didn't forget about the hat. You can never cap. I rot. All right. When you type in Caporite, you get this image. Now, this is E-A-S-T-E-R, Easter Caporite. This is Easter celebration all over the old world.
Wait, y'all. Let me see. Now, never, y'all.
You did tell me.
Because they say it does work. It does work.
Mr. President,
personally,
Mr. President, you told me during one of the debates that you would bring back waterboarding,
Yeah.
and a hell of a lot worse.
I would do what I would do. I want to keep our country safe. I want to keep our country safe.
What does that
when
mean?
they're shooting, when they're chopping off the heads of our people and other people, when they're chopping off the heads of people because they happen to be a Christian. So I said to him,
I don't know if it's too much of it in there. I don't know. Let's see. If it's too much of it in there, what they do is block it. I gotta wait. Hold on.
Of their fucking death. This is Christian supremacy. Now think. You live in America where they hanged your ass. Could you?
Y'all, I'm trying to watch this stuff with y'all. My phone will start ringing heavy. And best bear with me.
Imagine if they put sculptures like this out and about on the fucking city streets. Or we would have fucking went to war a long time ago. But these blacks that live in these European communities, they see this nonstop. You don't hear them writing home, they put a KKK statue. You don't hear.
All right, y'all.
All right. When you type in Caporite, you get this image. Now, this is E-A-S-T-E-R, Easter Caporite. This is Easter celebration all over the old world. The video, Christian supremacy is white supremacy. I showed you a statue. I'll show you. Look at all these statues. These people love their fucking death. This is Christian supremacy.
Sorry, y'all.
Now think. You live in America where they hanged your ass. Could you imagine if they put sculptures like this out and about on the fucking city streets? Or we would have fucking went to war a long time ago. But these blacks that live in these European communities, they see this nonstop. You don't hear them writing home, they put a KKK statue. You don't hear them writing against it. Hey, they got their own problems, whatever. but it exists. You should know it exists, and you should know why it exists. Because Christian supremacy is white supremacy. All these people you're going to hear in these videos today talk all this Christian shit, even though they're Catholic linked. They're linked to the mother of the harlots. All this stuff is here for you to understand. One more time with the videos. Donald Trump, Illuminati Crusaders, Holy War. Trump World, Episode 1, Illuminati Liberals. And finally, America's far white. You know the saying, love thy neighbor. These motherfuckers preach, hate thy neighbor. They preach hate. This trashy woman literally says, at this point, when everybody's staring at her, I'm going to mute it and let it play. She said, he asked her, the mulatto asked her, do you think there should be another genocide of the Jews? And she says, yeah. And then she says, yeah, because she's got white babies. This is, if this was unmuted, you'd be hearing silence right now. Because when she says that, these three men, including the one married to her trifling ass, know that it is pure evil. This bitch sits there holding her baby saying women and children should be murdered, so my piece of shit, as she smacks the fucking kid in the mouth. Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk on camera. Literally smacking the kid in the mouth saying other nationalities should be destroyed so her kid can have freedom. You only live in a society where the fucking child is free. Don't her fucking children belong on the other side of the fucking plate? I rocked.
Okay, y'all. We are at 57 minutes in. I'm about to wrap this up. I just went through without being on screen because I don't want to lock the whole video, and checked out some of the videos that Brother Lex has the links to in his description box. Y'all go over here and subscribe, number one. Share and like this video. And I'm going to do the same. What's sad to me is to hear this lady say that there should be a genocide, and that it's for the so her kids can have a better life, a better shot in this world, not working hard as the other person to get there, but let's just kill them all and my kids to have a better life, which is not true. I mean, let's just look around. That's all we have to do. Simple. Another thing, it just bothers me. We are the most welcoming people. We know who these people are. They've shown us for centuries. And we still believe in intermixing and mingling. And that's one thing I do agree with. Like, no mixing and mingling. Point blank, the Creator did not want us to do that. So let's not. She said it. There should be a genocide. He said that he was anti-Semite, which is really shit. We know we are from the bloodline of the Shemites. They've taken the H out and made it in regards to Semitic, and we know the truth though. Y'all go out there and do this research. And I'm on Twitter. It's Urban Intellectual at Styles by Nina. I'm on Instagram at Styles by Nina LLC. And of course, welcome back to my all of my followers. Y'all share, subscribe, and like. Welcome to all my new people on my channel. Thank you for watching. And peace and power to everyone out there. And I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this video. It's crazy. All right.